no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? What's your name? I ain't play no games. See these diamonds in my chain. Yeah, I took it to the and she for the fame. So I in my range. Ooh, get that money to the top, never stop. That work, ooh, but I'm the man. Cuban diamonds dance. Had the friend, I might put it on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? 150,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man?
We come to you live from sunny Southern California. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams here at Staples Center, the house that Jerry built.
Jerry Buss or Jerry West?
Brooklyn Nets control the opening tip. Irving knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Kyle Kuzma has got 2 shots coming. A career 70% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. 2 for 2 on that trip. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
LBJ with it. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out to Durant. Oh, with the foul, and a chance coming up at the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. James to Davis. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Kyrie across the timeline. He'll run the offense. Kevin Durant, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You can forget about it when he uses that 7'5" wingspan to attack the bucket.
Oops, he missed the first one. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Kevin Durant with the rock. To Irving. They'll get it to Durant. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Look, it's still early. Make your opponent work for those possessions. You don't want to start racking up too many personal fouls.
Kevin Durant at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. Off the mark on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. LeBron into the front court. Down 2. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
And he missed the free throw. To Durant. Fires the three. Off the mark. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
There's a fine line between being active and being a detriment. You don't want to keep giving up extra possessions.
And hits the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Durant across the timeline. Trailing by 4. DeMarcus Cousins sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
The drive right to the basket. Kevin Durant. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
Giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
He was hacked. They let it go. To Caldwell Pope. Tough make through traffic.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Durant with the basketball up top. Down 4. Fires the three, and the rebound taken in by Davis. To James. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall.
Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes. Into the game for Brooklyn, number 2, Torian Brent.
A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short on the shot.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Just under a minute to play here in this opening quarter. Durant passed it off. Easy pass to the rim.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit him where it hurts.
LBJ has it. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Across the timeline comes James. Stuffs it down with authority.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Dinwiddie into the front court. They trail by 7. Short jumper off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
LeBron James. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
This has been a good first quarter for him so far. That wasn't an easy shot, but he was able to knock it down and add to their lead.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. We're through one from Staples Center with the Lakers on top. Jay and I return to the city. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. James. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Has a look. And McGee there for the rebound. LeBron into the front court. Up a dozen. Gets a look. Can't hit. Brooklyn with the basketball. To Hollis Jefferson. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is hungry and active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
LeBron with it up top. We're a minute into the second quarter. Goes to the right side. Kyle Kuzma hits the trifecta.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
To Hollis Jefferson. Slam dunk for Hollis Jefferson.
And easy too. Get back on defense.
He gets it.
There you go. I like seeing the scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Nets have the basketball. To Dinwiddie. Off the assist.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. To Bradley. Has a chance. A shot no good there for Kuzma.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Avery Bradley. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
I'm sorry, his name is not John Wall or Russell Westbrook. So why is he getting a free pass down the entire length of the floor?
Irving. And the Lakers with the rebound. To Bradley. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. Count it.
This game is so mental. Trust me. Some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Davis won't go down. To Irving. Trying to cash in. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. James to Kyle Kuzma. For three. Oh, LeBron James. Not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested three.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that. That was nice.
Stevenson to James. 4-3. Textbook defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
God throws it down. And takes a ton of contact as well. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
And finishes strong.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
To Durant. LeBron James with the rock. And the slam.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Missed it. How'd that not go down? Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
And see, this is simple. This is where the PG pulls the bigs over to the side and says, we can't allow that to happen. You need to be an enforcer down low.
Irving's shot off the mark. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. James to Davis. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off two legs and expect the contact.
James into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Kyle Kuzma.
To number 7, Kevin Durant. That's his first personal foul.
Kyle Kuzma is going to get a chance at three here. He's perfect from the line so far. First try, no good. Knocks down the second free throw. No good. 1 for 3 on that trip. Into the front court, it's Irving. Down a bundle. Slams it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
To Irving from long range, and he knocks it down.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
DeMarcus Cousins snatching it out of the air. That's his 3rd block this evening. Good look there, but it's no good. LeBron into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Danny Green. Here's a chance from long range. Great hustle. That's what you like to see. Here's Irving into the front court. He'll run the offense. You've got to get that one to go. Across the timeline comes James. His guys hold a commanding lead. Turns and slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says 1 man can't beat 5, but we're watching 1 man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Drive here, but the shot stays out.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
James to Davis. Beyond the arc for 3. Anthony Davis makes it look easy as he hits the 3. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for you.
Davis, that's off the side of the rim, short. Irving with the basketball. His guys down big. Durant sizing up Cousins. LeBron into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Danny Green. Jared Allen swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Won't go.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Down the lane to lay it in.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter.
Well, first off, energy and persistence conquer all things. But look at the way they're setting screens. Look at the way they're communicating to each other. They're actually hitting people on those screens, and they're coming off those screens with their hands in a target area, ready to shoot the basketball. When you play the game with that kind of precision and that kind of energy, you see why they're in the league.
James. From the painted area, won't go down. Irving over to the right side. To Irving. A fundamental shot right there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Kyrie with the rock. Lets it fly from long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Brooklyn secures the rebound. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Working hard on the glass. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Knocked loose. Kyrie. And McGee there for the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
That'll do it. Third quarter complete with the Lakers in command. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. And this has not been one of their better performances to this point. They've been out of sorts all afternoon.
And one of the most difficult challenges we have in this life is when we bring our personal life into our workspace. It looks like they were never in the game to begin with.
To Danny Green. Takes it right to the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Knocked loose. To Durant. DeMarcus Cousins sends it away. Fourth this contest.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Anthony Davis. He's 3 for 7.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? you'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
LBJ to Kyle Kuzma. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Good contest. Made it tough for Kuzma.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Kyle Kuzma, strong finish. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
DeMarcus Cousins with the block. Ooh, 5 now.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
The assist from number 15, DeMarcus Cousins.
Irving to Jordan. Kyrie Irving lines it up for 2. Jumper's good.
Number 6, DeAndre Jordan.
James to Danny Green. Finish that.
He got it. There it is. Defense. Defense. Let's go.
Durant to Irving.
Watch that cutter, 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 cutter.
Durant lets it fly. And that's rebounded by the Lakers. Lakers at the controls right now. James to Davis. Fires the 3. That one off the mark. It's no good. The follow won't go either. To Danny Green. Nothing going here on that drive. Gets a look. Can't hit.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Anthony Davis. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
Spencer Dinwiddie.
Oh, a whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
To number 7, JaVale McGee. That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1. Los
Irving.
Angeles Lakers are in the
Not getting the bounce. To Bradley.
Here we go. Here we go.
Fires the 3. That out of his range and no good.
Self-check.
Cashes in for 2.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Avery Bradley, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
His timing was a tad bit off.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2.
number 31, Jared Allen.
DeAndre Jordan rejects it. It's Brooklyn's ball.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Kyrie Irving, couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. Misses the first. Misses the second as well. To Bradley. Flushes it home.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
The assist from number 1,
Irving. He is yet to hit one tonight. No good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Going to launch beyond the arc. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. You might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat them by 50, beat them by 50. If you want to beat them by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Kyrie Irving has got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First free throw is good. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Bradley. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Kyrie. Not that time. They'll let one fly from half court. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers won this matchup with a significant margin. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. It wasn't surprising to see this team on the losing end of this matchup. They weren't very good with their execution, and they suffered for it. Check out the leading scores for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Defense.
The Los Angeles Lakers showed us how important defense can be in this league, especially when it leads to plenty of opportunities on the other end of the court.
Player of the game.
The chosen one was happy to throw down plenty of dunks, and if the defense happened to be there, he brought them along for the ride.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this, except that he fits the title of this segment? He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.